How to peacefully maintain your relationship with a narcissist. There are several types of narcissistic relationships, from friends to coworkers to bosses, and in about every case, a family member. With that being said, the majority of comments I receive on this channel are from people who are trapped in romantic relationships with a narcissist, and they can't just leave. They can't just walk away. They have nowhere to go, no way to escape. The narcissist in their life has been in control for so long, they are struggling to find ways to get through life, to keep things peaceful. I am going to share some techniques, some different strategies that might just make things a little bit more easy to bear in your relationship. So there are some universal things that narcissists just do. And it doesn't really matter what the relationship is. It can be a friend, a boss, a family member, or a significant other. They will just do these things. Here are some things you can try to do to keep the peace in your relationship. The first thing you need to do is have a realistic expectation of what your interactions will always be like with a narcissist. This is the most important thing you must realize if you are hoping to keep some peace with the narcissist in your life. And the reason this is so important is because when you already know how they are going to react and respond in certain situations, you won't be shocked or surprised. Your level of disappointment will be reduced because you will know exactly what to expect. The sooner you realize this, the sooner the effects of their outbursts will not sting as much, and your life will begin to show some improvement. The second thing you should try to harness is having extreme acceptance. You have to realize that this is the way they are going to be forever. Nothing is ever going to change. When you are able to accept their behavior, knowing it will never stop, you have achieved extreme acceptance. Now I know this sucks. Just talking about these behavioral changes that we need to make just to stay in a relationship, it may all seem counterproductive, but if you are in a relationship that you just can't escape from, you are going to have to bend a little bit. A perfect example is a parent or a sibling or even an in-law. We didn't choose these people. We were born into this. There aren't a ton of options when it comes to family. Another example is becoming too dependent in a romantic relationship. When it gets to the point where they are now taking care of you, every aspect of your life, your finances, where you live, who your friends are, in order to try and maintain a peaceful relationship, you will need to accept what they are, then decide for yourself if you can make the adjustments necessary to keep that peace. It really all boils down to whether or not the relationship is worth it, or if it isn't. The third way to keep the peace is to stop engaging. And trust me, I know how hard this one can be, because let's face it, when you are in any relationship, you're going to need to talk to this person. There's really no way around it. So here's the key. Keep your answers short and as vague as you can without upsetting them. Because when you open yourself up too much, it just gives them more ammunition to use against you. It won't matter what you say. They will always find a way to flip your words around and create lies to fit their narrative. So my best advice I have here is to keep conversations as superficial as possible. Try to keep things super low key. Things like the weather, maybe sports if you're into sports, anything that will avoid a confrontation. The fourth thing you will need to do is stop defending yourself. It will not matter what the real facts are, because narcissists create their own set of facts. They will always create their own narrative whenever you try to defend yourself about anything. Think of every potential confrontation as if you were stepping into a grizzly bear den. You would never stand a chance against that grizzly. That grizzly would tear you up instantly. It's the same with narcissists. They will always win those battles because they will twist everything around. They will create lies just to fit their story. I'm just saying, trying to defend your position is what they're trying to get you to do. Because we all know The more conflict for a narcissist, the better. The best thing you can do here is try to change the conversation and move on. Get as far away from that conflict as you can and as quickly as you can. And the last thing you can do to help keep the peace is to stop reliving these conflicts in your mind. Try and put them behind you. The more you harp on what has happened, the more pain you will feel. This is another difficult one to overcome and manage, but the sooner you can manage those feelings, the feelings of losing, being lied to, being beaten down, put them behind you. You'll be able to find a sense of calmness more quickly. So here's the quick recap on keeping the peace with a narcissist, just in case you're taking notes. Number 1, have realistic expectations when interacting with a narcissist. Always know what to expect. Number 2, have extreme acceptance. Accept the fact this person will be like this forever and you will never be able to change them. Number 3, don't engage with them in any kind of negative way. Try to keep interactions very superficial, positive, and just short and simple. Number 4, don't defend yourself. Don't try to explain your side of the situation. They will beat you every time. Remember, it's like fighting that grizzly bear. And number 5, don't obsess over recent conflicts. This is only going to extend the emotional pain you feel. Understand that you are not the root cause of these conflicts. So if you decide to practice these techniques and try to find some peace in your relationship, type "I will try" in the comments below. If they provide you with some relief and you find some peace in your relationship, come back to this video and let me know. I would love to hear any success stories you are willing to share. Thanks so much for watching. And as always, watch for the signs, be alert, be vigilant, be strong, be brave, and go live your best life today.